Saying goodbye is never easy, especially when it comes to icons and stars fans have grown to love. Most recently, beloved Black Panther star Chadwick Boseman passed away at age 43. So here are some actors that you didn't know were gone. David L. Lander died on December 4th, 2020. A leading light of the 1970s comedy renaissance, Lander was a joke writer for Walter Winchell, who won fame as Squiggy, the greasy spit curl-wearing best friend of Lenny. His Carnegie Mellon University classmate Michael McKean, who played as his Carnegie Mellon University classmate Michael McKean on TV's Laverne and Shirley. Squiggy is the dumb guy who sees himself as a genius. Lenny is the dumb guy who thinks Squiggy is a genius, Lander said. Lander was a writer for the hit show and appeared in classics like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, Used Cars, Scary Movie, and A League of Their Own. He kept his 1984 multiple sclerosis diagnosis secret until his 1999 memoir, Fall Down Laughing. How Squiggy caught multiple sclerosis and didn't tell nobody. But while serving as a goodwill ambassador for the National MS Society, he kept getting good roles, from Twin Peaks to his last performance in 2017's Goldie and Bear. Sean Connery died on October 31st, 2020. Born so poor his crib was a dresser drawer, the tall Scotsman became a star in James Bond movies so popular that, as his 007 successor Daniel Craig said, he helped create the modern blockbuster. Connery was a hit in non-Bond roles, The Man Who Would Be King, The Hunt for Red October, and The Untouchables, which won him an Oscar and spurned Blade Runner, The Matrix, and what would have been $480 million to play Gandalf in The Lord of the Rings. Voted People's Magazine's sexiest man alive at 59, Connery said, "I don't mind being older." Diana Rigg died on September 10th, 2020. A Royal Shakespeare Company member who didn't watch much TV, Diana Rigg won instant fame in 1964 as slinky, high-IQ sleuth Emma Peel on The Avengers. "She lighted on us like a butterfly on a flower," said co-star Patrick Macnee. "I do think Emma was a very, very potent influence in women claiming their place in this world," said Rigg, who won a Tony Award for Medea, an Emmy as Miss Danvers and Rebecca, and 4 of her 9 Emmy nominations as Wicked Lady Olenna Tyrell in Game of Thrones. Fans should discover her 1968 film A Midsummer Night's Dream with co-stars Helen Mirren, Ian Holm, Judi Dench, and other RSC actors, and her hilarious book No Turn Unstoned, the worst ever theatrical reviews. Her daughter Rachel Sterling said Rigg learned she had cancer in March and spent her last months joyfully reflecting on her extraordinary life, full of love, laughter, and a deep pride in her profession. Chadwick Boseman died on August 28, 2020. Boseman made history as the King of Wakanda in Black Panther, the only superhero film ever nominated for the Best Picture Oscar. He compared the $1.3 billion black cast blockbuster to Star Wars and Lord of the Rings, but for us, and bigger. Fired from his first lucrative soap opera role for objecting to his character's stereotyping in 2003, he went on to win fame playing some of the most iconic figures in Black American history: Jackie Robinson, James Brown, and Supreme Court Justice Thurgood Marshall. His greatest successes came after his 2016 colon cancer diagnosis, which he kept secret. Viola Davis, his co-star in his final performance in Netflix's upcoming production of August Wilson's masterpiece, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, wrote, "May flights of angels sing thee to thy heavenly rest." Kelly Preston died on July 12, 2020. Preston, who died of breast cancer, broke out in the 1985 teen comedy Mischief, won wider fame as Arnold Schwarzenegger's wife in the 1988 hit Twins, and married her leading man in The Experts, John Travolta. He flew her to Paris in his jet for a midnight wedding in 1991. A professional highlight was 1996's Jerry Maguire, in which she more than held her own opposite Tom Cruise as his heartless girlfriend. She was on a recent comeback after de-emphasizing her career to raise her family. She co-stars with Judi Dench in the forthcoming midlife crisis movie Off the Rails, and spoke with her high school classmate Rod Lurie, The Outpost, about playing the Anne Margaret role in a remake of 1986's 52 Pickup. Her daughter Ella Travolta wrote, "You have a light that never ceases to shine, and that makes anyone around you feel instantly happy." Fred Willard died on May 15th, 2020. One of the nicest guys in Hollywood, and beloved by many colleagues after appearing in hundreds of TV episodes and in dozens of movies, Willard earned 4 Emmy nominations during his 7-decade career: Everybody Loves Raymond and Modern Family. He won fame as a dim talk show co-host on 1977's Fernwood Tonight, as the Air Force officer giving Spinal Tap's band a bass tour. Convincing, since Willard was a Virginia Military Institute grad and Army vet, and as a clueless dog show judge in Best in Show, which earned him Best Supporting Actor nominations from the National and New York Film Critics groups. His final role is as Steve Carell's dad on Netflix's upcoming Space Force. Carell calls him the funniest person that I've ever worked with. Kirk Douglas died on February 5th, 2020. A poor immigrant ragman's son, Douglas, born Ishur Danilovich Dembski, said, "I've always been a maverick." He defied his agents by spurning an MGM Prestige picture to play a ruthless boxer in 1949's Champion. The MGM flick bombed, and Champion earned Douglas his first Oscar nomination. Reflecting on the career move, he said, "Since then, I haven't worried about what other people said." He was also nominated for his performances as a magnetically nasty film producer in The Bad and the Beautiful, released in 1952, and moody, depressed artist Vincent van Gogh in Lust for Life, released in 1956. He launched Stanley Kubrick by starring in the 1957 anti-war masterpiece Paths of Glory, and defied the Hollywood establishment to hire blacklisted screenwriter Dalton Trumbo for Spartacus, in which Douglas starred as a Roman slave revolt leader. After his 1996 stroke, he wrote a book, My Stroke of Luck, and kept working, making his last film at 92, the small-screen feature Empire State Building Murders, in 2008. The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences honored him in 1996 as a creative and moral force in the industry. To the world, he was a legend, an actor from the golden age of movies who lived well into his golden years, said his son Michael Douglas. But to me and my brothers, he was simply Dad. David Prowse, the actor who played Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy, died at age 85 on November 28, 2020, after battling a short illness. It's with great regret and heart-wrenching sadness for us and millions of fans around the world to announce that our client, David Prowse, MBE, has passed away at the age of 85. Prowse's agent, Thomas Bowington, confirmed via Twitter. Max von Sydow died on March 8, 2020. Max von Sydow, who starred in Game of Thrones, Flash Gordon, Star Wars, and The Exorcist, died in March aged 90. The Swedish-born actor brought iconic characters and villains to life in an incredible career that spanned more than 60 years and saw him feature in over 200 films, TV, and radio programs. Max von Sydow played the three-eyed raven in Game of Thrones, as well as Ming the Merciless in the 1980s cult hit Flash Gordon. He also took on the role of Blofeld in the 1983 James Bond film Never Say Never Again, as the priest Father Lancaster Marin in The Exorcist, and as the knight in Ingmar Bergman's art house classic The Seventh Seal. His wife Catherine Brelet said her husband passed away at their home in France on Sunday. So, did you know about them? If not, now you know. Be sure to check back to our channel for new intel every week. And hey, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel.